Hey guys, Lewis here, and today I've got a review of Constantine number 3 for you. Written by Ryan Fawkes and Jeff Lemire, and drawn by Renato Guidez, with a cover by Juan Jose Rep and Brett Smith. Now, I want to talk about this cover for a second. I am not a big fan of this cover. This series has not had the best covers. I like the cover for number 1, didn't really like it for number 2, don't really like number 3. These two just make Constantine's face look very odd and weird. I don't know, but it does get better next issue. Anyway, as we begin, we are at an airport yet again, but this time we're in London. John is having another monologue about magic and recapping what's previously happened in the last 2 issues. We then see John looking like hell because there's a curse put on London so that when John enters, accidents will begin happening around him to try and kill him. Not his best day. He exits the airport and meets up with a woman named Julia, who appears to be John's love interest, and also a trusted friend. She has a car which is protected against the curse, but it's got its bugs. They begin driving away and escaping accident after accident. Then, a spell is cast, and they are taken into a sort of labyrinth trap. It looks like a screwed-up London with a bunch of hung people. John tries to find an exit, but is greeted by a strange-looking monster known as the Riddling Butcher. He demands that John and Julia hang themselves, which, of course, they don't. John, being the sly magician that he is, makes a deal with the Butcher for his freedom. We don't see the deal, but next thing you know, they're back in London, and John is back under the curse. John tells Julia to leave, and she does, with no fuss about it, surprisingly. John enters an optics store and is immediately greeted by none other than Mr. E and Sargon the Sorceress, along with an elderly man who runs the store. Sargon reveals that she put John in a spell and is shocked that he survived the Butcher. They demand to know where the lens of Croydon's compass is, and John reveals that the elderly store owner's name is Philip Croydon, and the lens are Philip's eyes. Just as he reveals this, the Riddling Butcher bursts in, attacking Mr. E. He grabs Philip and jabs the eyes out of his skull, destroying the lens. John's deal was to free the Butcher and get him to help John escape. John staggers his way out of the shop and into a hidden passage that will get him out of London quicker. We then see John back in New York, putting the dial of the compass on a shelf, enjoying a cig, and preparing for war with the Spectre and the Cult of the Cold Flame. This was an okay issue. I feel like it ignored the compass story until the end, and it didn't really excite me or end the story in a good way. I'm going to give it a 5 out of 10. It was just okay. Let's hope the next issue is a better one.